Alright guys, so we're trying something a little different. I went for a ride in downtown Dallas the other night, and turns out my camera died on me, so I only had the GoPro. So I saw Ghost in the Shell, and I've had a lot of feelings about it, and I've read a lot of reviews on either side of the fence, and how people were basically not into it. They thought it wasn't anything like the original, and it wasn't a good adaptation or anything like that, and I thought the same at first. Like, the movie, when you see it, it kind of feels like it's missing something, which I understand, but overall, you're supposed to go into it with an open mind. That's how the original Ghost in the Shell was, and same with the standalone complex. They have nothing to do with each other, so when you actually look at them together side by side, they contradict the other constantly. And I like the show more because I get more time to see those characters fleshed out. With the original, I only have an hour and a half to get the whole story. Other than the obvious, there's a lot of differences between all of the Ghost in the Shell series, and in this, they got to play around with how people would act if they've never had a body. They kind of rip away the other fully cybernetic prosthetic people are around, and Motoko is the first of her kind, or so they claim. Kuze in the trailer shows that off, and thus kicking over the whole, what you know is a lie kind of thing. So not only has she been lied to, but she has somebody else to kind of relate to. It's kind of weird because in the original series, she feels alone and very detached all the time, besides the fact that there are other fully cybernetic enhanced people out there, but there's not a lot of people like her. It's very odd for her being in situations where she doesn't consider herself a woman, she considers herself a thing, or an entity inhabiting a thing. She's very not body conscious at all, and Scarlett Johansson kind of plays around with that a little by not acting very feminine. When she walks, it's kind of upright, it's good posture, but there are other times where she's very manly and aggressive. The Major in the cartoon, the Major in the standalone complex acts very feminine. She's very proper, but she does act like she is a woman, which is one of the major differences between the two. And this one is new, and I like the fresh take on it. This is something that's completely different, and I went into the theater thinking this would be something similar or the same, and I think that's where everybody's disappointment is coming from. When you get down to it, Ghost in the Shell has always been about ripping away your sense of individuality and trying to flush out what actually makes you, you. If I can change everything about you, then what actually nails you down? Or what makes you different from everybody else? Ultimately, I think the movie stayed true to the cause. It maybe went off a little on a different tangent, but like I said, if you go in with an open mind and just take in how Ghost in the Shell was originally supposed to be seen, don't even think about any other Ghost in the Shell anything at all. Not the manga, not the comic, or not the movies, not the standalone complex. I'm pretty sure you'll think differently of it, and you'll like it. But that's just my take. Either way, you guys have a good night. Enjoy.